Hello everyone, welcome to Chorus Camp. And so today we are going to cover letter case permutation. So we are given an input string yes, which consists of alphabets and numbers, and we are going to return the possible permutations from the given string by changing the characters to uppercase and lowercase. So for our first example, the given string is A1, B1. So here the characters are A and B and the letters are 1 and 2. We can't change the letters from uppercase to lowercase, so we have to change only A and B and find possible permutations. So in first string they have the same string given, and the second string is A is smaller and B is bigger, and third string has A in uppercase and B in lowercase. Finally the fourth string has both the characters in uppercase. So how are we going to approach this? So here in this video, we are going to see two different solutions for the same problem. The first one is going to be obviously iterative, and the second solution is going to be recursive. So stay with me. Let's get into iterative solution. So the given string is A1, B2. We are having two alphabets here in this string, yes. So we are going to use BFS again to get our thing done. So we are going to have a queue. If it is BFS, always queue comes to help. So I'm gonna put my first string to my queue, and once my queue has a string, I'm gonna update the same to my set. Why I'm using a set here? Because set will avoid duplicates. We can only have unique values in set. So our set is going to hold the final strings we're gonna return. So in our set, I'm adding A1, B2. So now we are going to poll the A1, B2 from queue and permute possible characters from that string. For example, we are going to take A1, B2 and we're going to start from its first character A, and in this case we are going to change A to our uppercase. So again, changing it to uppercase, it becomes A1, B2. Further, we are going to add this to our set because we found a new string, and we're gonna add it to our queue2. So our queue has this A1, B2. So now moving on to the second character, it is a number, so no change gonna happen, or we cannot permute this. So moving on to a third character, B. So from this whole string we're gonna change B to uppercase. In this case it is going to become small a 1 and big A 2. So we found a new string, so we're gonna add it to our queue and add it to our set. So in this string we are going to move to our last character. It is a integer, so we cannot permute that. So we are done with permuting our first string. Now it's time for us to move on to our second string, big A1 and small b2. So we are going to take this A1, B2 and permute possible strings. So here if you take the first character big A, if you change it, it is going to become A1, B2. If you check, that is already there in the set, so we don't have to duplicate the work or permute this again. So moving on to 1 is an integer, so we are going to move to our B. So now changing this B will give us big A1 and big B2. We are converting this, we are permuting this string. So from this string we just gonna update B, so it has become big A1 and big B2. So in this case it is a new string. So what are we going to do? We are going to update it to our queue and update it to our set, big A1, B2. So now moving our iteration or pointer to the last character, which is a integer, so we are done with this string as well. So now we are picking the third string. We are checking if it is there in the queue or not. It is there in the queue already. So in this case, if we try to permute it, it is going to be a duplicate work. So further moving on to a queue, we are checking whether this is again in our set or not. It is already there in the set, so we don't have to permute this again. So our queue is empty now. We don't have any more strings to permute. So we are done with the iterations. So finally we are going to return our set with these 4 strings. So that is going to be our output. Based on this algorithm, the possible permutations based on the given string can be 2 power n. That is, n is the number of characters or alphabets given in the string. For example, if AB is a string, what are the possible permutation AB and capital A small b and capital small a and capital B, and finally capital A and capital B. So this is, the given characters are 2, so 2 power 2 is going to be 4. There are possibly 2 power 2 power n solution for a given string. So in this case, this algorithm also is going to take 2 power n time. How does it going to work recursively? Let's start having a string a1 and b2. Our recursive algorithm going to consider our first character and what are the possible solution from our first character. So first character can be small a and the rest of the string, and it can be big A and rest of the string. So these are the 2 possible string if we consider the first character A. So from this string, if we are going to consider 1, it is not going to make big change. Again, it is going to give us the same string. So we are moving on to the third character B in both the strings. So in this case, it is going to give us A1, B2. That is the character with lowercase, and the character with uppercase is going to be small a1 and big B2. So now in this string, the B can be into smaller case, that is a1 and small b2 and a1 and big B2. So far, what are the new strings we found? We are going to add it to our result. So here a1 b2, it is the new string or the given string that will be part of our result, and further this is going to be same, so this is again same. So this is a different string we're going to add, and this is another different string we're going to add, and this is the same string, and this is one more different string we're going to add to our result. So further, it has iterated till the third character in both the strings. What if it moves to the last character? It is a 2. It is not going to make any big difference. And further, if you see, we don't have any characters left. So our recursion ends here. So these are, so far, whatever strings we found new, we're going to add to a result and we're going to return it. So this is how a recursive algorithm going to work. So now let's see how are we going to code it. This is our iterative solution. As I explained, I have a queue. I first added my first given string to the queue, and if queue is not empty, it is gonna take each string and add it to the set and iterate it from the character 0 to length of the string, and every time we gonna check if it is a letter, then we change it. If it is uppercase, we are going to update it with lowercase. If not, we are going to update it with uppercase and convert it to a string. If that is not in the set, we're going to add it to our queue for further iteration of that string. So once it is added to the queue, the loop continues and till it goes empty. Every time it is going to take the string and iterate its character, update the characters and add it to a set. So this is a simple iterative solution. Now let's see how our recursive solution is going to work. You can find both iterative and recursive code in the link given in description. So let's start by declaring a list, which is going to be our output result list to keep hold of every new string we find. And we're going to convert our given string to character array. and we're gonna have a helper method permute. In that we are passing the character array and a result list, and the index we're gonna start 0. So once that is done, we are just going to return a result. So we're done with our main method. Let's spend some time in coding our helper method permute. Permute is again going to hold the character array and the list. And index. So first, whenever we get a new character array, we're going to add that string to our result list. Once it is added, we're going to iterate it, starting from the index it is given. We're going to take that character at that index alone and change it to upper or lower case based on the character present. So we are checking first if the character itself is a character or a digit. We're going to permute only if it is an alphabet. So now we're going to assign the opposite of what the character is. If it is a lowercase, then we're going to update it with lowercase. If not, we're going to update it with uppercase. For that, we're going to have another method, get opposite. Simply, this is going to get us the lowercase or uppercase based on the character. So once we got the character, we're going to call the permute again for the next index. So once it is permuted, we're going to get back our old string by assigning back its previous character. That is, we have assigned the character here to C. So once we permuted, and in that character array, we're going to replace it again back to whatever it actually was. So that is done. Every time it is going to call the same function, and once it find a new string, it is going to add it to our result. So we are done with our coding. Finally, we are just left with adding one more function, get opposite. So it is a simple function going to convert uppercase to lowercase. If it is uppercase, we're going to return lowercase. If not, we're going to return uppercase. So yes, it's done. Let's run. Yes, the solution is accepted. So if you do like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.